Hey everyone, JP Hunt from InkSoft, and in this video I want to showcase a brand new feature that's now available in the InkSoft Proposals workspace. Now, as a quick reminder, InkSoft Proposals is a flexible and simple workspace where you can create anything from an art approval to a sales presentation and to an invoice. Now you can use proposals to generate and send and manage quotes. Now, in certain sales scenarios, you need to present something labeled as quote compared to invoice. So a typical example, when dealing with a school, in order to successfully get a purchase order generated, you must present an accounting artifact that's labeled as quote and not invoice. So let me kind of break down how you can take advantage of the new quoting function available in InkSoft Proposals. So here we are in an example that I just created quickly. So this example, we're presenting a t-shirt and a hooded sweatshirt. Now notice this, once you're done using InkSoft Proposals to quickly assemble all the branded merchandise that you want to present to a customer, you'll notice that there's a send icon where you can choose to now send and formally present a digital online presentation. Now the first option is to send as an approval, which is more of a sales presentation experience, and we'll showcase that in a moment's time and compare all of these different user experiences. I can now choose to send as quote, and this is the new feature that we've added. So sending as a quote still has all the same capabilities, features, and functions as an invoice, but again, it's going to be labeled as a quote. And then you'll see, of course, the other option, which is send as an invoice. So now you can choose the right presentation layer to present your branded merchandise for this particular client. Now, let me give you a few other key insights here. Now, of course, there's an ellipse icon, which controls or has rather additional controls when dealing with a presentation created in Proposals. So of course I can see a customer view. We can release to the order management tool inside of InkSoft. Of course I can add a payment. I can clone to create a new derivation of this presentation and maybe give option A and option B. Now you'll notice there's two other key functions here. I can print as a quote or print as an invoice. And you'll also notice if I click Get Shareable Link, you now have access to a direct shareable link to the quote along with the invoice and approval. This is a handy feature if you're composing an email and you want to put in, again, a few examples of option A and option B. You can grab direct links and put that into an email and send that off through your favorite email client. Now let's take a look at the different end user experiences. What will they see when you choose to send as an approval, a quote, or an invoice? So here, let's start with an approval. So of course, this acts as sort of a micro landing page. So it's a mobile responsive, really exciting way to greet a client with branded merchandise. So when they click to view proposal, they'll then see all of the branded merchandise you are presenting to them. And of course, they can view details to get a higher quality, larger preview that's not really achievable when sending an attachment or PDF. Now let's compare that to a quote and then to an invoice. So really the only major difference you're going to see, this is a quote and you're going to see it's demarked as a quote here at the very top left. So clear indication that this is in fact a quote. And you'll notice where it prompts the client to approve. So in InkSoft Proposals, you have a lot of controls as it relates to payment options. Now in this case, I turned off the payment collection option. So this is just simply presenting a quote and it's prompting the consumer to approve. That's the only main action here. So once my client has approved this quote, using InkSoft Proposals, you can easily then require payment and you can send as an invoice to collect payment. So let's now toggle to that view. So here's the invoice view and you can see it's marked as invoice and you can see there's a prompt to approve and pay. So in quick summary, we've added the ability for you to generate very quickly using InkSoft Proposals and all the key functionality. There is no better tool in the industry to quickly create logoized and mocked up products to quickly present ideas to customers. You now have the added flexibility of taking all of those tools and composing a presentation and sending it either as a sales presentation, as a quote, and of course, as an invoice. So just added flexibility to address some of those unique use cases where you must present as a quote compared to an invoice. Now, if you have any questions about this new functionality or any of the functionality in InkSoft, as always, make sure to reach out to the InkSoft Success Squad.